so kulikuwa na hiyo jo alafu
okay.
kuna Mboya Brian anivyotuambia hizo specs za hiyo OLED. That's a good topic for me like for a very long time also najua like last year I really complained about TCL ilikuwa C735
Yeah.
so C735 compared to the C6 kulikuwaga na C6 ile ilikuwa ya kitambo kidogo ilikuwa ni C ama ni CS6 what the hell was it called I don't even remember the whatever but ilikuwaga na Harman Kardon hapo chini. It was very poor at HDR but very good with SDR like SDR on it was perfect yes and you could watch any channel like in a Hulu they all looked good. Hulu, AMC, because AMC normally has a very messed up picture. AMC na Stars, the States. Ugana picha ingine ya ovyo ovyo. So they looked really good on that. So vile niliget C735, iko na Dolby Vision. I was like, damn, this is good. Till I start watching content outside wherever. And AMC looked horrible on that TV. Stars looked horrible yeah? Alafu hata Showtime like it used to struggle kichote ikiwa na a dark scene hivi ina struggle sana and I used to hate it for that so now ikafika hii time ya now the year is ending and I was like something told me let me try and advertise hii TV ingine and see if it can go and the TV went alafu they took a savings I had take a savings hapa nini added and took the C2 of course ukichukua TV kaa hiyo kuna tension I won't lie to you it's tension because you're like have I overspent unajua as much as I love these things have I overspent so it
Because the
was
last time
straight out of the
niambia,
box
walk inside a store
yeah
niambie OLED ziko aje
Yeah,
then
yeah.
ukaniambia it's not worth it get out of there
ilikuwa mini LED
it was na hiyo ilikuwa mini LED
yes because one of the things the research that I did about LG are the people who were pushing technology ya OLED yes so when they make mini LED they always make sure it has defects and limitations so that people don't stop buying OLEDs so LG they were out there marketing OLED so when LG was marketing OLED Sony joined in Samsung did not want Samsung kunaambia kila mtu QLED is the way to go but with QLED you can never get perfect blacks so unajua so watu wanashindwa perfect blacks ni nini it's perfect blacks
like pitch black
it's pitch black like if you're watching a TV in a dark room and the screen goes blank you actually think the TV is off and then inarudi sindio so so kuna hiyo so of course I get the C2 and I decide let me watch some stuff because I got it on a Friday so watched Richer I remember watching Richer alafu kuna hii scene moja ile wako kwa restaurant and it felt like 3D like that's how much mpaka
reached out
ukienda yes ukienda online saizi alafu andike OLED 3D effect kitu kama hiyo you actually get the reason so the OLED display is covered with specifically crafted lenticular lens which ensures that separate stereo images are sent to your left and right eyes unasikia hiyo this lets you see stereoscopic 3D visuals with your naked eyes, an effect known as osteostereoscopy. So, alafu ukienda kwa Reddit kuna msamauliza, is it just me or do OLEDs have a slight 3D effect? Yes. And the time you'll enjoy is dark scenes. Boxing, for example, utafeel uko kwa ring. I saw Anthony Joshua whoop someone. And I was there. I was like, damn.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Like, unafeel ni kama uko kwa ring. It's ridiculous. Like, I know I've always been a TCL Hisense person. Like, I'll still tell people, like, yes, TCL and Hisense are good. But once you go OLED,
Yeah,
you'll never go back as in esikudanganye so hii story watiki kuna msaluliza kwa Reddit, is it just me or do OLEDs have a slight 3D effect? So someone explained it. The reason why OLEDs ni kama ziko 3D is because of the contrast. So a normal 4K TV
Mm.
kama the one I have in the bedroom, the one you have, the contrast is like 7,000 to 1.
Mhm.
Yes. A mini LED, the contrast is like 1,000,000 to 1. Wacha niangalie. I think it's 1,000,000, not 1,000,000,000. Wacha niangalie mini LED contrast. So don't forget, you yourself, every time you look at things, the reason why you are able to notice nini, why you are able to notice things and feel the 3D effect is because of the contrast that your eyes najua zina nini.
Mm.
So a mini LED has a contrast of what? Because if I'm not wrong, a mini LED has a contrast of 1,000,000. Kumbuka ingine has a contrast of naitwa iko na contrast ya 7,000 to 1. Yes.
Mhm.
Mini LED iko na contrast, if I'm not wrong, it's 1,000,000. And kama nime make mistake, let's say 1,000,000,000. Yes.
Mm.
And then OLED has a contrast of infinite.
It's like compact.
Yes. It's kuna saa zingine like I was watching a horror movie. Kuna hii horror movie inaitwa Thanksgiving.
Mm.
And I was like, damn, this should be a crime. Like, her picture should not look this good. So yeah, so kama msee anashindwa like so it's an
It was-
LG C2. So it's a C2, so it's the 2022 model.
Okay.
Because the 2023 would have been too expensive. Sindio? And then the 2024 then zinatokea. So LG, it's very simple to know. Ukiona C3 jua ni ya 2023, C4 2024, C2 2022, the last number. Yes. C1 2021, alafu whatever. Alafu the best thing about LG TVs is unaweza enda kwa TV information and you can see if you're watching a second hand TV or a brand new TV. Yeah. So by the time I unboxed that ish, ilikuwa like hours on 0, hours on 1.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
the last time I
yeah,
checked,
'cause
ilikuwa hours on
checking,
184. I've watched it for 184 hours.
Okay. And you have 30,000.
30,000 on the lower side. According to LG, I have 100,000 hours.
Okay.
But for me, 30,000 is good enough because in 4 years' time, I'll now have started seeing the limitations of your TV. So far, I won't lie to you, I'm enjoying it.
So if you're watching
enjoyed
horror,
the
then
LG.
the picture is horrifying.
Yes, it's horrifying. Nilitry to watch Hunger Games. Whatever, and the snake. I saw a snake. I felt like that this shit is going to pop out of the screen. I was like, nope.
I'm not part of the game.
I'm not part of the game. Because najoga me and my fear for snakes, it's ridiculous. So yeah.
See our my gamers wenye tuliwa dedicate ile episode ya 254.
Yeah.
See, maybe I don't know wanaweza bambika na the infinite. I'm assuming because gaming inakuanga na a lot of
Gaming has to be ridiculous. I don't know, because even I watched because me as a bongajua movies but I watched a movie based on gaming. It was Gran Turismo, and the way it looked there, damn, it looked really good. So far, I think like even show kama Fargo didn't look good on the TCL. Yes,
Yeah.
it just felt, I don't know what.
because Fargo inakuanga a bit darkish.
Yes. Watched, like I remember watching yesterday's episode, yani Tuesday's episode ya Fargo, and I was there like, damn, this looks good. Looks good. Yani unafurahia picha. So yeah, I don't think nita complain juu ya TV for a long time.
How much is a long time?
2024, not 2024, 2024. 2028.
Okay.
I think it can serve me for 4 years, and I'm good. It can serve me for 4 years. Then after 4 years, because of technology, I think technology will have changed. So by 2028 naweza taka kuchukua, saizi kuna G3, sindio? So G3 saa tunaenda G4, sindio? So by 2028 I'd want to take G6. Najua sasa G kuna C alafu kuna G. Yeah. Alafu G tukiongea juu ya G, the sizes you're talking about is 77, 83. Now Ngabile Lambistic alinichapaga na stories
with your
32 inch in whatever.
in pipeline.
In pipeline, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So hiyo ndio kitu. it's ridiculous. Like I won't lie, like kauko place kama states
Mhm.
and there is no reason to buy a normal TV kauko states, because states OLED are affordable. Kenya they are not. It's ridiculous. Like siwezi hata sema don't really buy, but I bought it when it was on offer and it's still ridiculous. It's like shit. I had to sell another TV for me to be able to atikila mu buy TV na hata ingine ka sijauza naweza patiana ni I had to literally
sell it and
yes
to add
check
on.
it. So hiyo ndio kitu naweza sema, but hiyo jina OLED man, like it's crazy man. Like that technology is ridiculous. I always see, nilikuwa nasikia gase wanadu TV analysis wakisema like it's not an OLED. Yes, but it's not an OLED. Niko like, what the fuck do you mean it's not an OLED?
So for them, what is the ultimate OLED? Because that technology is in which gadgets?
Itakuwa ni QD OLED. So QD OLED would be
The Samsung.
yes, QD OLED Samsung. QD OLED ya Sony A95L. Those are like the latest. Alafu, but Nini uses a different technology. I think ni MLA. Ya wanaitwa? Now these other people they're called LG. So LG would be G3. Now in 2024 itakuwa G4. But still, kama uko States, if you're buying the TV, never buy the latest version. You're going to buy it at a ridiculous price. Always buy version ya last year ama the year before.
Earlier.
Yes, picture is still clear.
Have
Kama
you
ilikuwa
seen-
clear, itakuwa clear bado. Ita change ati.
Have you seen a QD OLED up close?
Z.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm assuming
Yes,
it's
I saw it, you
ridiculous.
guy.
Yeah.
What? Sinakumbuka like I'm standing in front of QD. Because ukiingia
hiyo saa ni Samsung. Uliingia
Yeah,
Samsung
yeah.
store ilikuwa nini inaitwa? Two Rivers.
Yeah, Two Rivers.
Okay.
So kuingia it's I think that's the nini ndio ameweka like a display TV. I think it was 77 something inches.
Damn, yeah. Najua.
And then najua wanakuanga ameweka ile nini display whatever, display motion whatever. I was like getting lost in the abyss, you get.
Yeah, I know.
Too much color, like.
Yeah, I know, because even G3, nasikia like the difference between a G3 and a C3, because C3 is the latest, it's ridiculous. But it's ridiculous to the level of if they're next to each other, you'll notice. But if they're separate, you'll never notice. Because that's one thing. Alafu pia kitu moja ile nime notice. Noka nilikuwa gana, I have a Blu-ray player ya CD, but sina Blu-ray player 4K. So kitu nimenotice, nimefind interesting na when I don't know if I was checking Sony, but I saw a lot of Blu-ray players that I was looking at za majuu zilikuwa na nini ya 12 volts. Ilikuwa ni kama adapter ya 12 volts. So I'm really thinking of getting a player, cause now still I'll say my TV analysts and what they'll always tell you, you've never experienced 4K till it's not a video you're streaming. It's from a Blu-ray disc. But sasa now, like the thing I'd want to
from a device that kama ina enhance. Yes.
So hakuna unajua kwa internet kuna data loss, kuna what picture has to be compressed for it to be able to be pushed out there. So now shida ya hiyo ni which movie do I want in 4K on a hard disk? Because movie kama Training Day, I'd want Training Day, sindio? But shida ya Training Day ni it was shot in 2001. It won't have wow picture. You understand? Alafu tukikam tufikiria juu another series, of course naweza taka Spartacus in 4K, but will it be Dolby Vision? So now nikiangalia movie zinaweza taka in Dolby Vision, I don't see a movie that has touched my heart kama Training Day ama Spartacus. So that's the only nini, but kwa wishlist yangu ni Blu-ray device and just have a few movies zile sasa naweza watch.
Even Nini I think would look good kwa Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Hii movie ya nani ni Matt Damon na nani Christian Bale. Hii ilikuwa ni Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford versus Ferrari. I think I'd downloaded that
because hiyo kwanza si inaanzanga na the night scene like yaki the nani character Matt Damon when he was racing na inaanzanga yote ni if you having a nini, because I was watching ni copy ulikuwa ni download ya 1080.
Yeah.
Na kwa TV I was there like Ama-
Yeah,
nasikia
yeah.
tu mlio tu wa gari but I can't see what's happening.
Mm.
So unless you watch that scene at night, so
Mm.
maybe ukanini if you test it na
Okay, I need
infinite contrast,
to
because alafu
rewatch
pia
because
the
nilikuwa
daylight scenes,
nimedownloadigi.
the daylight
Mm.
kwanza pale kuwa kwa track ilikuangana ni scenes kali sana.
I downloaded Ford versus Ferrari on HDR when I had my first HDR TV. Kumbuka.
Yeah.
But it was not HDRing. Skila right now unajua nikiona HDR I smile because I'm like everything is going to look good. Like nimekuwa nikirepeat The Boys, and The Boys does not have the best HDR in quotes, but it's still so beautiful to watch on that TV that yani it does not have ili editiwa ni kama it's dark a little bit, it's haikuwagi imeeditiwa na color unajua like nachek
Inakuanga
and it
pale.
sits
Pale, yeah.
and it still looks very good so Ford versus Ferrari I think umenipatia movie ya kuwatch this weekend najua because I'm not even looking forward to Arsenali. Sports looks really good. Kuna the same thing nakwambia the 3D effect, so kuna time kona ikipigwa you feel like uko kwa study like it's
Okay.
hiyo 3D effect hiyo like
Hata hiyo
nimekwambia
3D
jina
effect inaweza kuwa poa kwa nini hii Top Gun.
Top Gun Maverick
Yeah.
okay I think right sitakutanganya kuna movies nimekuwa
Yeah, like I mi naona like those scenes because kuna part ya hiyo nini ya the aircrafts na nini and how it look good on a bigger screen. Ile una feel if it has that 3D effect, I feel like you know somehow you're floating in the sky.
Yeah, so yeah it's so hiyo ndio kitu nasema it's not the highest in the food chain but Coco States I'd advise you like if you're in the States and you watch movies once in a while just buy an OLED
Because
like,
another
you're
movie I
going to
would
thank
wish
me
was in ingekuwa released in this era ni Mad Max. So the sound na nini na actual the picture now.
kitu funny ni one of my like the guys mu watch wa kunini wa kuanalyze movies it's either msanitwa HDV test ama stop the fomo one of those two you tumiaga Mad Max as his kusi au tumia sasa disc
Yeah, because
They use
nini
discs to
yeah it ilikuangana the best sound mixing that year.
okay
Because you know
yes so kudanganji like if you're in the States yeah hakuna excuse taking anything less than OLED if you are huku kwetu yes ku States OLED zina drop higi like the prices drop niko sure this year C2s will go even down more and C1 nasemekana difference ya C1 na C2 is not that big so you can still take a C1 so yes and if you don't want to take that go mini LED don't go LED like the LED zingine unless it's now Samsung because the funny thing one of the reasons I'll be honest like one of the reasons why I noticed the 3D effect ya OLED is cause nikuwa nimewatch naongelea time nikikwambia uende Samsung store I was watching videos za TVs alafu watu wa Samsung the 8K version walikuwa nasema that nini sawa walikuwa nasema like our AI inasaidia kucreate that whatever effect because you feel it more kwa glass when glass is involved like mtu amesimama kwa edge ya window hivi you feel like uko na air hapo like it's crazy like you feel mpaka nezataka there's a movie I'd want to watch nakuka The Walk
yeah
I'd want to watch that on an OLED I'm sure it's a whole different experience
yeah Joseph Gordon
yeah
Levitt
I'd want to watch that on any but yeah so that's my advice if you're out there if you're in America there's no excuse asisema Britain because Britain don't forget kitu nikatia na Britain ni moja if something is $1,000 in the US it's
it's £1,000
in Britain and that's just wrong because the pound is much stronger than the dollar so I don't know why they do that so that's why siwezi ambia msewa Brito ati ukiwa Brito buy nini but Coco States hakuna reason ya kununua nini ingine because yes you'll save a little bit but will you enjoy but maybe if you're a casual najua everyone kuna wase casual wale as long as ni 4K, you're like, this is 4K. Me, do you know after you buy hii TV, sijai watch TV ya bedroom ever. Yeah.
Wewe
I don't know,
uiona
muiona tu, muiangalia tu. Like, and they're like,
ama
nah.
you watch out for it.
Yeah, I don't. Alafu,
Look away.
the funny thing is, wife napataga pale akiwatch tu hata ajali. Check it. So,
Yeah, I know. Kuna wale wasi like leo niliona I was just playing stuff kwa YouTube
yeah.
and then niko like what the fuck nini na happen hapa. Alafu naona imekuwa nini auto whatever auto format at 480. I almost called them wapange line like
Yeah, I know they don't nini, but
I
now
went to Ludhuli for this.
because this is the most interesting thing. So kitaka kujua vile madem like they live in this like a perfect world of theirs where they notice things that as men will never notice, and then we notice things they never notice. So ile siku nilibuy TV, so I buy the TV, yes, and I set it up and I make sure that because ingine imetoka then ika replace na hii. So it's 65 imetoka ika replace na 65. So if you're not nini, it's 65 is 65. You'll never notice. So what happens is hiyo siku sasa imekuja, I'm still testing it out. All of a sudden wife akatoka job mapema. So kutoka job mapema, I decided to play Kenyan music. So of course nikacheza hii ngoma raha raha raha. I love that song. HSKE featuring Bodhoni Drama Queen, Mayonde and Polaris. Yes. So the song looks really good. And then we decide ya meja ikaanza kucheza, but wife akitoka job walitoka na kuna kuaga na like a hair a salon your place sojua. So akitoka job kuna like a workmate of his alikuwa nakuja kwa hiyo salon.
Okay.
So they show up na msee mwenyewe akakuja cause tunajuanaga with him, so cause hiyo salon inaugania ni strictly it's an Indian salon, yes.
Yeah.
So he shows up, he's an Indian dude, of course does not listen to Kenyan music. Where Decide is playing, this dude watches Where Decide. Ashakujaga kwangu before, watches Where Decide and is like this TV is too clear. He just said that and I just smiled. I was like because kwa Where Decide ya nani kuna hizo dark scenes and those dark
angekosa
scenes
kuinotice uko like damn man.
See, funny enough, even if he'd not noticed,
You're
I'd
already
be
at
okay.
peace. Yeah.
But the fact that he noticed, the fact ashakujaga before
Yeah.
na asha watch the TCL, and he never said that. Kitu alifurahiaga ni sound, akaniambia, hey, your sound sounds really, but he's never commented about the picture. So when he said about the picture, and don't forget, every time the TV is a few hours old, wife alikuja kunotice like 48 hours later, it's a different TV. Na haku notice because of picture, I'll notice because of the remote. She was like, you bought a new TV? And I'm like,
Head.
that's in. Alafu mtoi
Yeah.
mtoi ameenda ocha ya grandmother, it's whatever. So kuenda, so she's there, I show up ocha and then it's like now we are going back, sindio? Because I think mtoi alienda ocha kama Wednesday hivi. Then I took the TV on the Friday and then Monday the Christmas we go, sindio? So we reach there and we come back. Jioni sinajua we have to come back sisi wote, so we come back. It took her less than I think 10 minutes to notice that's a different TV. Why vile chukua
48 hours.
Yeah. So kids are very watu wanajua kucheck vitu, so ilikuwa hiyo but
lakini kama ni t-shirt ulikuwa umeweka place different.
yeah, I young notice.
Why is this not?
Yeah,
you know.
So yeah, so Nini, yeah, so I'm really enjoying it so far. But I had a scare, sijakwambia. It gave me a scare, Buddha. Now, on when was this? On 31st, as I told you, it's a new, TV like Suza Kwanza, I take it through a rigorous process because I want to watch as much stuff as possible, see its weaknesses, its strengths, and everything. So I'm watching, then I don't know what happened. Ikanitumia message ikaniambia you need to do pixel cleaning. So kunakuwa kitu inaitangwa pixel cleaning. So the way that OLEDs work is, so ishasikia story at the backlight whatever system, it's like their specific whatever's LEDs
Zones
and
and
yes and they when it needs red ka LED ka red ndio kanawaka sindio, ama ile LED inawaka red sindio. So kama ina need black, your LED stays off, that's why it has perfect black sindio. So once in a while you're supposed to do pixel cleaning just to make sure that kuna kitu inaitangwa image retention, so the image does not stay the same. Yes? So what happened was I ended up iliniambia pixel clean and I cleaned. Wasengi nakwambia never pixel clean, it's unnecessary. After pixel clean, do you know what was happening? Msa alikuwa na move alafu na pixels tumebaki nyuma kidogo. I felt like
tule tumecrash
yeah. Nilikuwa nafikiria kuchizi jo cause another disadvantage ya Kenya ni hizo ndio advantage usemaga, like if you're in a place like States, if such a thing happens and it's serious you can just take it back
and get
Kenya
another one.
ukishanunua umenunua inakuwaga like it's whatever. So I had to reset it, factory reset it. Yeah, because I pixel cleaned, it stayed. Pixel cleaned again, the effect stayed. Then ndio nikaenda nikatafuta online, so niko na soko like never pixel clean and just kuna msa kasema I reset mine and it never worked. So I was like shit, this doesn't work. But vile yangu ni reset factory, your shida ikaisha. So that's another thing, like ukiget your nini never pixel clean. That's unless you need to, which I don't think you'll ever need to, because you don't need to whatever. So yeah, that was that. So so I've had nini. Kuna mse sikia sema 65 OLED here at TRM ni 17,000. It depends which model is that. Is it the has to be the latest? Oh, hii lazima ikuwa ya 2023 najua. Itakuwa expensive, yes. 2023 itakuwa expensive. Akumbuki vile ulienda Samsung, uliona TV za 600k?
Yeah, ilikuwa 600 and
and in a few years hizo TV zitakuwa hata OLED. At some point OLED technology itakuwa ikienda for less than 100 Gs. You know that?
Yeah,
that's how
I'm sure hautapata anything lower than OLED some years to come.
Yeah.
Maybe it might take time.
It might take time. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe utapata nini zitaenda mini LED zitakuwa ziko first out.
Yes, because mini LED saizi ndio like Hisense imeacha kutengeneza normal TVs ina do strictly mini LED kwenda juu sindio. And now what's going to happen is after mini LED we go to micro LED acheki, alafu after micro LED we go to nano LED. So nini OLED will still remain as OLED but sasa maybe kutakuwa na nano LED OLED acheki, vile kuna QD OLED kutakuwa maybe that might happen huko mbele. Like I don't know how that's going to happen but it's going to take some time. But wanasema saizi they are pushing nini they are pushing nini so much mini LEDs that mini LEDs zinakaribia ka Samsung specifically mini LED za Samsung 8K inasemekana they get close to perfect black. They never get there but they get close. And don't forget that's 20 hizo ni TV za 2023. So by the time tunabonga jua 2030 I think zinaweza kuwa zimefika hapo but still I don't think tutaifika hiyo level ya nini. Yeah, so yeah, kama uko States advice OLED ikonini hapo siwezi hata nini hicho.